Hello and welcome back. In today's video, we will explore you.com, which is alternative to ChatGPT, which uses OpenAI's GPT 3.5 behind the scenes. It is a search engine which uses data from Google and Bing, both, but you can also chat with it and get it to answer questions, etc. Today, we will ask it to write some Python code, which we will test and implement. So we head over to you.com. You can sign in using Google email or create new account. I'm already signed in, so I will skip that step. Click on YouChat. Similar to ChatGPT, it lists the previous conversations on the left side. Let's open one of them and start testing out the code. So my question to it was, write a Python code to load multiple Excel files in one data frame. And this is the code I get. It's very similar to ChatGPT. Copy and paste it in our VS Code and convert it into different blocks. Okay, so I have separated them in separate blocks. This usually makes it easier for me to run this, and I can run each cell separately. Once done, update the path to look at current folder only. So I'm going to keep the line above there for reference, comment it out, and I'm going to ask it to look at current folder only. It's going to look at the folder where the code is run from. The folder is here. This is a folder where the code is saved, and this folder has 3 Excel files and 1 CSV file. Let's run the code. And we see that the code has combined and a new data frame has been created, which combines all of these Excel files. If we want to look at the Excel files, the data we have in them, we can take a look quickly. So this is the first file, and we have the second one here. And the third one is similar to this as well. The only difference is the first file does not have the hide or difference column. The other 2 files have. Looking at the data frame, we cannot tell what files it combined. So let's modify our code a bit. You can ask YouChat to modify as well, but it's usually a good idea to be able to read and write the code yourself. So we can add a print statement to print the actual file within the for loop. So here we're going to say print, and if I add file here, each time it goes through the loop, it will print the file name, which is here. We run it and we can see that 3 files are being printed. We can utilize os.path.basename to get just the file name, because you see we have the full directory here or the path here. So we'll further modify this and say os.path.basename and then the file. Keep in mind that the OS has this yellow dotted line under it. That is because we do not import the OS library. So I'm going to add it here, import OS, and run this cell block again. And now if I run this again, we just get the file names for the 3 files that the code is combining. So we can see that the code is not combining the CSV file here. It's only combining the actual files here, 1, 2, 3. The 4th file is not being combined. You can see here. The reason is because the code we asked from YouChat has specifically mentioned the extension as XLSX, so it's not combining the CSV file. Now we can also add the file name as a separate column. Let's do that. So the way we will do is we'll add a new column to each data frame before it combines in the df.append line. To add a new column, we just type the data frame name. We type in square brackets and the new column name. Just going to be, we can call it source, and this will be equal to this file name we created here. Now since we know what files are being combined, we can just comment out this line. Now run this section again and this one again, and I'm going to modify this to show only the head. Let's look at the top 3 rows only, and we can see the data has been combined, and we see a source column as well, which is here, which gives the file name as a column. Right. We can now double check using value_counts on source column to see what values are in it. To do that, we just say data frame name, column name, that is source. We type in the value_count, and it tells us that we have 11 values from example 2, 11 from 3, and 9 values from the first 5. So that's it for this video. Seems like YouChat is also giving a good code as well. I hope you enjoyed the content, and I will see you next time.